Next up is more Star Wars stuff, but there's enough here to talk about that we think it's important to make it its own separate news topic than the first three movies that were announced at Star Wars Celebration. I don't know why, but I didn't expect this trailer from Celebration. I just wasn't expecting it, and that is we got our first official trailer for the upcoming Ahsoka series, which, if I remember correctly, is dropping in like August. August, is that what they said?
Mhm.
I have been cautiously optimistic for Ahsoka. I'll be honest, before Mando, Ahsoka was a character that I knew of in the Clone Wars, but I didn't really have any form of emotional attachment to. Even now, they're fine, but I think it's more of that character resonates if you have watched the Clone Wars. If you have, I know Ahsoka is one of the most beloved characters of that fandom. Cool. I really like what they did with her in Mando. You could always tell a Dave Filoni episode, though, because boy, do the Clone Wars characters and the Rebels characters get some shine. And I think
Yes.
Ahsoka is just going to be Rebels 2.0. But as a staunch defender and lover of the Rebels series, I cannot wait. This
dude,
trailer
yes.
was not so much an Ahsoka trailer. It was like, Ahsoka 50%, Rebels another 50% because you get the live action debut of nepotism in Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera, which I love Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but boy do I think it's a little suspect that we just finished the Obi-Wan series last year, who she's, married to Ewan McGregor, and she just happens to
Yeah.
get that role not too long afterwards, but still love you, Ewan, but yeah, not as big of a fan of over the past couple of years. But that's a whole other thing. We saw Hera, we saw Sabine, who honestly, we'll wait till the show comes out. I think Mary Elizabeth Winstead might be best cast just by how the character looks. Sabine looks perfect. Sabine looks
Yes.
like Sabine, except a few years later. I missed it the first time I saw the trailer. We also got a quick, brief look at Ezra
Yes,
in the
we
trailer. I'm going,
did.
I completely missed that the first time, and then we watched him going, oh, that's Ezra in the hologram there, the
Hologram,
projection.
yeah.
That he's gonna be the MacGuffin in this season, and I am totally fine with that. We get characters from Rebels. We get shots from Rebels. We got the nice like tall watchtower from.
Dude, it was
Going,
so cool to see Lothal. Oh my gosh.
we also got a Loth cat. I'm
Dude.
sure we're gonna get that mural from the end of the show, from the finale.
I hope so.
Also, I love that this trailer sparked a whole internet debate, not of the quality, but it's like the yellow dress / blue dress of, is this lightsaber red or is it orange? I'm going,
Yes.
honestly, either side you have valid points, because if it is orange, it could be it's blood orange. We'll go with that.
It really is. And then hearing Dave Filoni get asked about it, and he actually explained some little bits about it, is very, very interesting. Yeah, first things first, it's Rebels 2.0. Like, I'm here for it. Absolutely. Ahsoka is clearly taking the spot of Kanan, and I have no issues with that.
Except she can see,
Yes,
and she's alive.
I will miss Kanan. Absolutely. The opportunity for maybe a flashback with Freddie Prinze Jr. as Kanan
do
is
not tempt me with that.
dude. It
Or
is
just hear
within
his
the
voice.
realm.
His voice was in Rise of Skywalker, so he's game to come back.
Exactly. I would be so down for that. Are you kidding? Even like Hera having like a memory or something, having a flashback of a memory moment. Oh, dude. I would. So cool. Seeing Chopper was fun. I'm excited to see where we're going. It is very clear how that Thrawn is going to be the big bad.
Played by Lars Mikkelsen.
Yes.
They confirmed that after the trailer.
Dude, which is like, well, crap. All right. Well, if you weren't on board now, I don't know. Yeah. The big question I think we're going to have is, how did he get away from Ezra? Because he was trapped. Ezra trapped him. Like, that is not like it is. So we'll see what happens. But I'm very, 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 very excited. Ahsoka gets better and better the more we see her. The guys with the orange lightsabers, I'm super stoked for. I love how different how they handle lightsabers looks. It is very clearly I want to say like methodical. It's very like boom, boom, like angle, angle, angle. Okay, cool. Not like I'm gonna sweep this around. Like it's very clearly that they are not Jedi, but it's also very clear that they are not Sith. And I will say that out loud, even before Dave Filoni get had his little interview about them. It basically saying like, if I don't know, have you seen the interview?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, where he's like, yeah, I'm glad you saw that. Yes, that is absolutely like a darker orange. It is kind of a head nod towards Darth Vader's first lightsaber, but at the same time, that should be your first kind of indication that maybe these people are not who that color would suggest that they are, or maybe they are, but not all the way. And we're like, okay, cool. That makes me super stoked. Are we going to get some gray Jedi stuff dabbling more? Because I mean, it is Ahsoka, so it is very, very possible that we're going to lean heavily into the gray Jedi stuff. But yeah, I could talk about this trailer like all day. I am so stoked for Ahsoka. Showed it to my dad, and he was like, I hate it. And I was like, why? He was like, because I have to wait till August. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta show my dad because he's the one that's like has seen all of Clone Wars, even though I haven't. He's seen all. I think he's seen all of Bad Batch. He's seen Rebels. Like he anything Star Wars. He like will watch almost anything. So he's up to date with this, which I'm sure he's super excited for. A detail that I missed it the first time I saw this trailer, and I'm not seeing nearly enough people talk about it because it's a Rebels detail, and not nearly enough people watch Rebels.
Correct.
When Ahsoka is confronting the guy with the blood orange lightsaber, they are clearly in the world between worlds, and I'm going, that is some deep cut stuff right there. That could also have huge ramifications, guys. The world between worlds is this interesting concept that they introduced. I think it was first introduced in Rebels. At least that's where I first came in contact with it.
From what I understand, yeah, because the first time we ever saw it was when Ezra went there.
Yes, and it's basically a space beyond time and space. You can go to any time or space, basically. It's a gateway. It's like a train station almost to any spot within the living force.
As long as you're a force user. You can't just walk in.
Which has, major ramifications if that's being introduced into the live action sphere or to the general populace conscious. I'm going, oh, Dave Filoni, you getting uber sweaty and me liking it.
No, yeah, absolutely. It'll be really interesting to see the quote unquote fans that have not seen Rebels when that gets introduced to them, and they're going to be like, "Well, you're just pulling this out of nowhere? What is this?
Really? Time travel in Star Wars?
Time travel with the Force? They were just making up abilities now." Like, I can totally see that happening.